Sorry about that, folks. Hello, welcome to a special edition. Not really special, kind of just a late night edition. Actually, well, yeah, special edition. Okay, fine. Special edition of the Hungry Bleak podcast. I am Anthony Pomares. Thank you for tuning in, listening, however you are taking in this content. So, I changed things around this week because it's a special week. So, instead of me streaming at 4 for the show, I actually had a pre-recorded interview that I had with TJ Sterling and Newton Lelevoix about their new project, Villainous. Just really excited to read that. I want to see that come out so quickly. Ah, yeah. So I'm really waiting for that Kickstarter to come out so I can go ahead and pledge. But if you want to check that out, please go to YouTube, Twitch, or it's even wherever you can get podcasts from as well. Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Google, all those. You can check that out. Had a lot of fun with those guys. They're really cool, and I'm just always fans of their projects and whatever they've got going on. And obviously their t-shirts, because me and t-shirts, I gotta get a t-shirt. I have to. So yeah, I did that at 4 p.m. I put that on, and instead of streaming a game tonight, because I was really looking to stream Godfall, because I usually do hashtag Godfall Fridays, and then I do Saturday night Destiny fights. I decided to do these late night shows this week because it is the week of New York Comic Con. This is like World Series, the finals, championship, every championship game, World Cup, everything for us geeks and nerds. We're comic books, gaming, entertainment stuff, what have you. Everybody comes together in New York at that one time and just has a blast with it all. Cosplaying, just buying up all manners of projects, Artist Alley, just being in there with all the creators, such like they're being on the main floor, trying out games, checking out manga, checking out anime, buying from all the vendors that are there, whether it is in the press area, book releases, like novels, whether you're getting prints for art or whether you're just buying up a bunch of merch as far as tattoos. T-shirts. Well, yeah, they might have some rub-on tattoos there. Who knows? Or if you did go to a tattoo parlor in New York because you enjoyed something and it just hit you and you got a tattoo, that's cool too. So everybody comes together for this event and it's awesome. This is the biggest con that we have had since the global health crisis, since the pandemic. I think it's cool. I obviously am not there. Michael and myself, my partner for Fandom Initiative, we did not go this year. Just didn't feel comfortable, and that's not demeaning anyone who did go. If you did go, I hope you had a good time. Hope you were safe, masked up. Obviously, you have to be vaccinated there. Checking vaccination cards very stringently in New York, which I dig. Very, 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 very impressed by that. I went to get pancakes that morning and asked me for a vaccine card. I said, "Well played, well played," and I enjoyed it. But yeah, everybody comes together for this, and it's 4 days. It's Thursday through Sunday of just this beautiful hodgepodge of people from all over just getting their geek on, getting their nerd on, and possibly that evening, because like I said, it is National Kink Month, getting their freak on. So, hey, win-win situation. On that note, I do want to talk about Comic-Con and some of the things I heard about from there. Obviously not being there, but I was checking things out virtually as much as I could. And I think they actually did something that I had actually mentioned last year before they decided what have you. What they had was for people who had passes and such like that. They actually did virtual. So if they did the virtual, there was I believe there was if they were registered under Read Pop and they had like a registration and a profile there, they could actually get into the virtual panels and such like that as well. I think that's a great idea. That's something that I said. Look, virtual is going to be the thing now. Okay. Even if we're past the pandemic part, you know how nice it was to be able to just go to a con virtually, still in my pajamas, still got my bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios or a vanilla almond Special K. Just go sit right on the couch. I can't be late for it. I don't have to worry about a line. I can go to the bathroom, boom, boom, back in like 2 minutes, and I'm not going to miss anything. And it was right there on YouTube or right there on their website. I loved that last year. I just thought it was an amazing idea to have no muss, no fuss, no pressure. You don't have to worry about seating. You don't have to worry about, look, some people at the con don't smell too fresh. Sometimes they can be a little, they can kind of smell like a number 7 with oil and vinegar sometimes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But it's cool to see that they're doing that. I love that. I love the idea of virtual cons now. I do. But I still did miss going to the con this year. Although it was kind of funny because the bigger publishers were not there. Marvel was not there. I don't believe DC was there. I don't believe um, Image was there. Uh, Even Midtown Comics wasn't there either. And they're a staple. Like those are some of like the centerpieces for the main floor. I mean, aside from obviously everyone else, but I mean, it's New York Comic Con, so that's what the base, the foundation is. Found that kind of interesting that they weren't going, which I understand because I know from Midtown themselves they were saying, health standpoint, our employees, which I totally get, and I have no problem with that at all. I dig the fact that they're even thinking about that, and I know that I was speaking to a couple of people who were there, said that they made the lanes a little bit wider, so it was a little bit easier to go through. I still don't know how I would feel. Hopefully next year I'll feel a little more comfortable about it, and I'll be able to go because I did miss it, especially this year too, because they had a lot of wrestlers there. They had a lot of WWE and AEW people. Oh my god, I would have died to have been able to meet Ruby Soho. Just a huge fan of her, WWE, and the run did not go well, unfortunately. But I mean, seeing the reaction that she got when she appeared as the Joker in AEW was just incredible. I love that. So hopefully next year I'll be able to go and everything will be good, straight, and set. But I did find it interesting that those companies were not there. Um, but they, but things started did. Oh my goodness, things did start coming out. There were a couple of trailers that were released. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, I believe, was released for them. I think there may have been a screening of Ghostbusters Afterlife. I think. I'm not too sure. I have to double check it, but I think there may have been one. If there was, I'm jealous of that because I would have wanted to see that truthfully. So yeah, I'm gonna see what else more is coming out. 2 more days, so I'll actually be doing this every night. So tomorrow I'll be coming in at 10 p.m. again, and then on Sunday, the last day of New York Comic Con, I'll be coming in at 10 p.m. again and giving all the goodness of everything that's left over. But it's still Friday, folks. I still got to check on you. I still got to make sure that you're good. Okay. I still got to do it. I still got to do it. I want to make sure it's Wellness Check Friday. I want to make sure you're good, that you're feeling all right. Drinking water. I didn't drink a lot of water the last couple of days, unfortunately, and I was not feeling well. I have a bit of a headache right now because of it. Unfortunately, yesterday I was in New York. I was actually in New York yesterday, and I was spending time with my cousins, and we were talking about Destiny 2 while having pizza. Pizza, thank you always. And then later that evening, I had dinner with an incredible artist friend of the show, Cerise. It was awesome. It's great. And I was finding out some of the things about that that were happening like during the Comic Con because I can't be there, obviously. So she was telling me what was going on there and from her perspective in her area, and it sounded really good. It sounded like they did make some leaps and bounds to try to accommodate the global health pandemic and social distancing, which I know was still going to be hard, but uh, she, as well as Greg Anderson Elise, who bumped into that evening as well, said that it was pretty good. It's not as bad as you thought it would be. So that's good. And I hope everyone had a good time. I hope everyone felt safe and felt comfortable. And it's been a while since we've been out in big groups like that. So the anxiety is there. I totally understand that. You have to kind of re-assimilate to being with people in person. You don't know. Should I hug you? Should I not? Should we shake hands? Should we just fist bump? Should we elbow bump? Should we like what should we do? Like should we just like throw up gang symbols? Like what do we do? Are we throwing up jutsus? We don't know. Perfectly understandable. It's okay. It's okay. And if you didn't go because you felt that anxiety on 10, that's okay too. It's okay. You know what I mean? Better you do that and take care of yourself than try to go and not be able to enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's not how you want to do it. That's not how you want to go. So yeah, just it's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's like I said, it's our special week. So enjoy it. If you went, if you didn't go, do your thing. If you had to work, make that money so you can, pay the rent, so you can take care of your family and your loved ones. You can, make the payments. You can, buy yourself some food, so you can buy that T-shirt, those sneakers, that game that you want, that comic that you've been looking for that's in the auction, whatever it is. I'm glad that you're doing it and you're taking those steps to make sure that you've got what you need and that your family and loved ones got what they need. If you're not feeling well, if you're not feeling okay, please take the steps to be feeling okay. Whether it is mental, physical, whatever your ailment is, take those steps. Okay, go and see those people who are professionally trained and who went to school for years so they can help you. That's why they went to school for all those years and doing all that, so they could help you because they care. And I think that's awesome. I think that's amazing. And I love that. Okay. So please drink that water. Did you take your meds? Did you take your meds today? Whether it is for the physical or mental ailment, take your meds. Okay. Take them. Feel better. I want you to be the best you that you can be. Physically and mentally, I want that for you. All right. Because you matter. You're important. And I dig you. I dig your flaw. All right. Okay. So I don't really have a review this week, but I did get a book in that I absolutely adore this person because they're an incredible author. I ordered it on Amazon. It is Quirky Black Sci-Fi Tales Volume 1, which indicates that there will be a Volume 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a whole book series. I would have no problem with that at all. And this is from M. Shy S. Dash. Awesome. Uh, Thankfully to her, I'm starting to get back into just being a geek polymath. And I ordered her previous work, which is a book of poetry, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. It was hard hitting. It was thought provoking. It was sad. It was just an experience, and I loved it. Her newest book is Quirky Black Sci-Fi Tales. I mean, that pretty much says it all. M. Shy is this incredible geek, nerd, whatever uh, label you want to put on her. She has this. I still marvel at this because I loved the way she did it, and I could hear her voice saying it. She was actually breaking down a fight scene and the psychology of it. I've talked about this before, and I will continue to talk about it. It had me riveted. It was one of the best comments I've ever seen anywhere because it wasn't the usual. Oh, it didn't really. It wasn't the usual boring stuff. What have you? To talk about a psychology of a fight scene is great, and I loved how she broke it down and how she just made you like really think about how fight scenes can go and how it's like a game of chess, the two people going back and forth. And in anime, fight scenes can be and manga, fight scenes can be overpowered and ridiculous, but there's still a method to it. You know what I mean? And I just absolutely love that. So I was so happy to get the book. I ordered on Amazon. I got it. I think I ordered it Tuesday. I got it Thursday, but I wasn't here Thursday. So, but when I got home, it was here, along with a bunch of other stuff I got from Kickstarter, stuff like that. I got Lumberjacks comics in, and I got a T-shirt. Of course, I got a T-shirt, folks. I got my print copy of Joystick Angels from Ray Comics. Awesome. But going to Amazon, okay. You have Amazon Prime, you're gonna get within like 24 hours. quirky black sci-fi tales. I can't wait to dig into that tomorrow. Hopefully, I will be able to sit on the patio for a bit, enjoy some nice weather, and read this. Put on my bug spray, obviously, and read this because I am excited. Actually, the whole weekend. I keep thinking it's Saturday, but it's only Friday. I'm not used to having this many days off in a row. It's crazy, and I'll be able to dig into this because when I read her book of poetry, I was just elated. I was sitting there like, wow, and it had been a long time since I read poetry, and I trust M. Shy. I trust her. Where she bleeds letters, she bleeds words, she bleeds punctuation. She is a writer. Like she writes like that's what she writes like I breathe. You know what I mean? And I love it. And I love when she shows up, like what comic she's reading, or she shows off a geeky T-shirt, or when she was upset because she had broken her Vegeta mug, like that type of love and just passion for the geekdom and geek sphere and culture. I love that because I am so careful with everything I have. I don't want to break any of my mugs. I don't think I can get them anymore, and I would be upset. So yes, she's just one of those writers that if I see her name on something, my ears automatically perk up, my eyes dart towards it, and I want to know what's going on. So she was like, "Oh, yeah, my book is coming out." I already had hit send on Amazon. I was good. So I will be getting into that, and I will be talking about that a little bit deeper next week when I get a chance to really dig in and read it. Um, but I'm excited. And it's cool to see someone's work actually be there. You know, like actually see their work in person. I mean, whether it's a print digital or whether it's digital, but see everything that they've been mulling over and the stories they've been contemplating telling, and they've been just agonizing over how to do this and do that, and do this and do that, and sweating the deadlines and such like that, and then to see that project actually come to fruition, I think it's a beautiful thing. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. You can also check out, as always, I put the link in the episode description for Quirky Black Sci-Fi Tales Volume 1. Obviously, I did that. Obviously, I also put the link for her blog, which is The Traveler's Dash. You will see what I mean by her mind is like a cosmos. Like how you look up and you see stars. I'd swear that's how she sees words. You know, like it's just, yeah, like it's just really cool, and I love that whole feel, and the page just looks really cool too. The Traveler's Dash, it just looks very cool too. It just has this feel to it. I mean, I feel like she is sci-fi. You know what I mean? She hasn't even flexed yet. Like this is even a flex. This isn't even her final form yet, which I love. So yes, please go get that. I have both links in the episode description, so go and check it out. You will not be disappointed. And if you can, the book of poetry still will be up there too, I believe. If it's there, get it, check it out. Please do that. All right. Um, yeah, this is a pretty short episode. I just want to talk about a few things, and one of the things I wanted to talk about right quick. Hey, come here, come here, come a little closer, come a little closer. That not that close. Social distancing, social distancing. So one of the things I missed about this year about New York Comic Con is Artist Alley. Love Artist Alley. That's where I spend most of my time because you actually get to sit, well, not sit, but you get to speak to the creators and one-on-one. You get a little more quality time with them, which I love. And you're able to hand them the money and say, "Oh yeah, this is it right here. I love your book," or tell them face to face, "Hey, I loved your book. Hey, that T-shirt," or walk up to them wearing the T-shirt, and then buy like the variant cover of the comic or issue 2, whatever it is, their book, their novel, what have you. And I love that. But what I really love this year is that because you don't have Marvel, you don't have DC, you don't have Image, so forth, the indie creators, whether the bigger indie companies like Stranger Comics, which is there this year, they're awesome, my God, or whether you have the smaller indie cats that are doing it, Ray Comics, Dream Fury Comics, Women in Comics. God, love Lock It Down Productions. Regine is just the most awesomest person ever. Webway Comics. Uh, they're able to. I feel like they're getting more traction this year, and I love that. I love the fact that these indie creators, black and people of color, brown creators, LGBTQIA plus creators are going to be getting more eyes on them, more traction, more sales because those bigger companies aren't there. So people's eyes are a little bit wider, so they're going to see more of them. They're going to be in that artist alley, or they're going to be in small press, where you're going to see people like Sharice Murphy, who is awesome. She's one of the most awesome people out there. Um, she's not in artist alley. She's in the small press area. I want to say it's called. I hope so. But I love that. I love the fact that they're going to be able to get more eyes on themselves. Their books are going to sell out even more, and people are going to come back because they always end up coming back for more. Oh, hey, I love this issue. I want to get this issue too. Whether they live in New York or whether they live outside the state, they can always order it, have it sent to them, or if they're doing digital, they can do that even too. But I love that. I love seeing black indie prosper. I think it's beautiful, and I'm a huge fan of it. I'm a huge proponent of it. I've worn it. I've been the billboard for it. I've talked about it for the longest time. I've talked about it since Off the Shelf, which was a long time ago. And I believe that a lot of the indie artists and such like that, and indie creators, they're in Artist Alley. That's like home. That's like mother's milk. That's like nectar to me. Going in there and just seeing all the new stuff that's there. Oh, I don't have this issue. Oh, you got a new T-shirt. What's this new series that you got coming out? And buying it up. I walk in and I look for things that I don't have. A lot of stuff I do have because I'm buying it digital, or I'm buying it through Kickstarter, so it's being sent to me when everything's funded and finished, what have you. But I still love going to see it, and I still love finding some way to support and love on these creators' content. It's one of the most beautiful things about New York Comic Con is finding something new that you have not read yet, finding something new that you have not played yet, something new that like it still ignites that fire in you, that geek flame. I think it's one of the most beautiful things possible, and I love that. And I think it's, God, yeah, the more I was good without not going. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, damn, kind of wish I had went. They still had passes on sale. They probably still do have passes on sale for Sunday, but I'm not going. I'm good. I made my trip to New York this week. I'm fine. I'm fine. But that Artist Alley is such a beautiful thing, and seeing those creators out there hustling and pushing it out there is amazing. One of the coolest things I can see is like JD Rosario at Unstoppable Comics rubbing elbows with everybody. I mean, the cat, when you roll up to their booth or table, you're family. You are family. And that's the beautiful thing about Unstoppable Comics is it's a family thing. It's a family uh, publisher. It's beautiful. And when you go and you see all these cats together, like when you see like Newton de Lavoie and TJ Sterling and Greg Anderson, Alicia, I'm probably butchering his name again. The three of them together, it's like three brothers. It's like three brothers in different households, but they're brothers. When you see these incredible women doing it, I love seeing Regina Sawyer and Micheline Hess. So awesome. Oh my God. And they're just two of the most incredible people possible. When you see Mishmash Arts and when you see Lock It Down Productions doing their thing, it's incredible. It's amazing. It's the beauty of it. It's the beauty of New York Comic Con. You have all of this big stuff going on, and right next door you have the smaller indie creators who are pushing and killing it and thriving out there and making it look awesome. I love y'all. Love it every day of the week. If you tell me, okay, you can either go to this side with the big and everything, or you got to stay in the indie. Man, you didn't have to finish the question. I was already standing in the indie, man. I'd already just used somebody's, like reader to buy something. I just swipe my card. I just put my chip in, man. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And I love it. So if you ever have a chance when you are in New York Comic Con, check them out because they are what is driving it, because they are the future of this business. They are where you're going. Because you see a lot of the bigger companies, Marvel and DC, they see what's going on. And they're growing, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Because they know. They see where the money is at. They see where the bread is buttered. They're very late, but they see it. And it's beautiful. But that's what they need to start striving for more with this. For years, I feel like it was for 75 years, they had been using The Walking Dead as the Walking Dead character pictures for like photos for their passes, for the badges. Whether it's 4-day, 1-day pro, exhibitor, panelist, what have you. Hated it, hated it, hated it. I always had this idea. This is what they should have done: is have some type of contest. I don't know the exact logistics or legal way to do this, or I should say legality of this. Excuse me. Have some type of contest where you have X amount of artists can, sign up for it. You can look through their portfolio, such what have you, and then you pick however many types of passes that you have, like 1-day, 4-day, exhibitionists, like however many badges you have. You pick that many artists, and you have them do the art for each type of pass. You tell them, like, this is what we want for this is what we want for that, and then they give it to you in their own style, their own flavor, their own way. Then what you do with that is you showcase them. On those LED boards that you have going on there, what have you. You can even have a panel, such what have you. They're like, I've said this for years too. I've said this for ever since I saw Phil Richardson's art for Dragon Con. I said this is what they should be doing for New York Comic Con. And when you showcase them, let people see them, that puts them out there, because people pay attention to that art. People save those badges. They really do. And do that. Don't make it be like a variant of, oh, well, you can have this. No, make that the badge for the 1-day, the 4-day, the panelists, the exhibitionists, the pro, the press. Make that be the pass. Kids, whatever. That way you're creating more of actually you're creating more of a spotlight for someone, because you're putting more eyes on their art and on them as well. And you can even have on the back of the car, on the back of the pass, you can have the QWERTY code where they can scan it and they can go to that artist portfolio, their link tree, their Instagram, whatever it is. Now you just upped their stock. Their followers, their commissions are going up. They're going to start getting eyes, and then more industry people are seeing them. More people in positions who, somebody's looking for an artist. They need that. They need an artist. They need a colorist. They need a letterer, what have you. Whatever that person's thing is, they got it. You create ways for them to network. That's what you do. That's what you should do. Read pop. That's what you should do. That is how you create the next generation. That is how you give the next people more eyes on. That is how you build upon. But then again, that's just my opinion. What do I know? And that's just my bleak perspective. Damn. That Capri Sun strawberry kiwi hit different when you're right. So on that note, folks, I'm going to head out. But I have one more thing to tell you. Fandom Initiative is coming back. That's right. Michael and myself, we will be back tomorrow, Saturday, October 9th at noon. You can watch us on our YouTube channel, or you can watch us on, I apologize, that was a gnat in my face. A gnat just hit me in my nose. It was very rude. It was a big gnat. Yeah, it's taller than me. You can catch us on our YouTube channel, or you can even catch us on, on my Twitch channel. We're gonna try doing it a simulcast. See how we feel about that for the show. We will be live. We will be talking about the summer movies. We will be talking about New York Comic Con and its relevancy as far as entertainment. We're going to be getting into some deep stuff. We're going to be talking about what if, not what if like what if, but what if the Disney Plus series. We're going to be talking about all that. Okay, so check us out tomorrow. Fandom Initiative. You can catch us on our YouTube channel, Fandom Initiative, or you can catch us on Twitch under the Hungry Bleak channel, on this channel right here that you are watching on Twitch. Okay, we're going to have a lot of fun. Last time we spoke was a couple months ago when we talked about Black Widow, but we'll be talking about all the movies that have been out that we've seen. I've seen a ton of movies. Holy cow. I know Michael's seen a ton of movies. We've been busy doing our thing, but we are reuniting, and it feels so right, like Aspi and Spumanti. I don't know if you're old enough to even know what the hell that is. I barely remember it. So yes, tomorrow, Fandom Initiative, Saturday at noon on YouTube channel, Fandom Initiative on Twitch channel, The Hungry Bleak. We will be there. And that is the show, folks. Like I said, it was going to be a short one. I'm just taking a couple of little bites of what's going on at New York Comic Con and just expanding on it, just my thoughts, such what have you. But that's it. So let me ask you, as always, are you with me? Think you are. Think you are. And if you're not, please go like, subscribe, and share the page, whether it is the podcast, which I will be putting out tomorrow morning, or actually possibly tonight. I might just switch it over and do it now, or the video here on YouTube or on Twitch. I want to thank anyone who listens, subscribes, shares, anything like that. Any type of feedback is good. It makes me know where I'm at, what you like, what you don't like, and there. All right. So you have a good evening or day, depending on where you're at. Enjoy the rest of it. Eat something tasty. Drink water. Take care of yourself. And remember, you do the best you can with what you got, because it's all that you get. Oh, and like I said, it's Natural Kink Month, so enjoy an orgasm. Or two. Multiple. Yeah, you definitely enjoy multiple orgasms. Definitely. All right, you have a good one, folks. Peace. I'll dance awkwardly for you because I know you want that late at night.